was in Nebraska. We'll just go Midwest, okay? So I have steps of selling, and they're beautiful and logistic. I'm gonna go through them. But all of this stuff that I teach you and share with you this morning doesn't matter if we're not convicted to do faces, okay? Amen. Nothing matters. You can't get up here if you are not willing to do the faces and the party that is required. If you're looking for me to tell you a magic pill, bullet, script, you are going to be sorely disappointed. The only thing that it takes between the back to the front is how many faces you're willing to do. Who has followed my pink Cadillac story, my shoes? My Kate Spade pink Cadillac. If you haven't seen them, you must take pictures of them. They are amazing. But I did 40 faces and a gold medal in the last 3 weeks to get them. And this is what I ask people. Hey, my husband's gonna buy me these Kate Spade shoes. If you donate your face, will you do it? And you know what they said? Yes. So if you're looking for a magic booking script, it doesn't exist. When your why is clear, the how and the what is irrelevant. Guys, when you know what you want out of this business, and more importantly in your life, the how, the what, and the why, or the who is irrelevant. Why do you want this? Okay, now let's get into my notes. Okay, so a couple of Mary Kay truths. Guys, I'm so excited about my topic. It's like they hand selected it for me. They may have, because you know how much I love product. You know how much I love faces. You know how much I believe in this company and what it stands for and how we do it. We are not a multi-level company. We are not a recruiting-based company. We are a product relationship selling company. You might want to write that down. That is what we do. I think social media is the greatest thing that's ever been invented. I also think it has handicapped us to rely on it. That is not what we do. That's how we convey what we do. Here's a couple definitions. Anybody get tripped up? So when I recruited, I was like, oh, I do not want to be the Mary Kay lady. I don't want to sell stuff. I don't want to drive a big pink car. I do want to drive a big pink car. And I have pink, it's a thing. I don't want to wear lots of blue eyeshadow, and I don't want to be salesy. Anybody? Okay, it was a huge issue for me. And then I read a quote from Mary Kay Ash that said, sales is just the transfer of enthusiasm. You know what I thought? I'm excited about everything, always. And selling is just the process of making people happy. I love to make people happy. I'm excited about everything. I can do this. Anybody? We're a service-based company. They are not here to help you meet your goals. You are here to serve them. And that goes for recruiting and leadership as well as selling. All of these steps I'm going to tell you are recruiting and sales right together. Because my goal for you today is for you to realize and be convicted of you do not have to have a selling business or a team building business. They are one if you do faces and parties. Okay, so it's not mutually exclusive. I have over 800 customers. I also have over 80 active personal team members. It's the same. It's the process of making people happy, figuring out what they need, and serving them.
Thank you.
That's it. Okay, so faces, do you promise me, you know that Mary Kay has less than 10% of the market share? You guys hear that stat the other day? That made me sick to my stomach. And I'm by no means a businessy person that requires a different brain than I have. I'm just really excited. The business part, but less than 10% of the market share is not okay with me. Because we have the best product in the entire world. I'm 72 years old. Look at this. Guys, we're out there they're not gonna want it. I'm the only person in the world that loves this product. Bull. We're just not sharing it. And I'm speaking for myself. As excited as I am, I was thinking about my neighborhood the other day. We moved about 1.5 years with the turkeys and the deer. Anybody who watched my turkeys and deer. They're really cute. They were pecking at the pink Cadillac headlights the other day. I took video first, and then I said, stop. Can't do that. Can't do that. But we moved about 1.5 years ago. I have not gone to my neighbors and introduced myself and what I do. Now, I drive a pink Cadillac. They obviously know what I do. And when I was writing this class, I was like, why haven't I gone over there and given goodie bags and samples and business cards like I know I'm supposed to, right? You know you're supposed to do that, and yet you haven't done it, right? And I'm like, well, this is what Heather Daniel Kent said to myself, well, I don't want them to think that I'm like that. Okay, so you know what they think? She's a pink Cadillac $1 million sales director, and she can't be bothered to give me any samples. She must not be committed and love her business. That's probably actually what they think, which couldn't be further from the truth. So my conviction today is to go, they're either gonna think, well, she came over here because she's a Mary Kay lady and she's gonna give me samples, or she's gonna go, I guess she's not that committed to her business. Which one would I rather be? A little bit annoying, a little bit too happy, a little bit too into my business. Wouldn't you rather be a little too into your business than, I guess she doesn't really care, I guess she really doesn't believe in her product? Ugh, that is disgusting to me. So we were talking about these pink Cadillac shoes in the director room the other day, because, you know, the directors are pretty liking these shoes. And just 30 minutes ago, and one of them said, I don't know how to do what you do because they may think, oh, it's just Heather Daniel Kent doing her thing. And I said, I hope people go, oh, it's just Heather Daniel Kent doing her thing, because my thing works. My thing will change your life. We do faces, we do parties. That's it. Go do your thing, okay? So, steps of selling. This is like the meat and potatoes of the whole thing. I probably have 5 seconds left. First of all, these are sales stats. The first step is to build trust. Build trust with your people. Only 1 out of 3 salespeople build trust. Do you think you can build trust? Do you think you have if you really looked at your intentions, don't you have their intentions and their best interests at heart? Like, really, guys, we don't need to worry about, well, I don't want them to think that. What do we really believe? I really believe this product will change your face. I really believe this company will change your world. That's my intentions. I know they're pure. Okay? Build trust. How do Mary Kay boss babes build trust? I love boss babe. That's my thing. I'm a boss babe. You a boss babe? You a boss babe? Okay. We are consistent. If you have not been consistent up until this point, you are now consistent. Because that's something you can handle. That's something you can control, right? You can be consistent when you deliver product. You can be consistent when you make phone calls. You can be consistent on your Facebook page. You can be consistent with your goals. You can be consistent and take care of your people. I don't care if you're having a bad day. I don't care if your goals aren't being met. You take care of your people. Be consistent. Number 2, in that build trust, is follow up. Do you know, so I'm sure you guys have heard of the hair company that has shampoo, right? Okay. So I bought some shampoo for my friend because she asked me to. I get how this works. If you have enough guts to call me and ask me, I'm in. Because nobody calls me and asks me anything, right? So I bought the shampoo and the conditioner. I have yet in 3 months to receive a follow-up call, text, or message to ask how I'm doing. Bad business, girls. We follow up in 2 days, we follow up in 2 weeks, and we follow up in 2 months. 2 by 2 by 2. That follow-up is not about you. Don't be scared of, gosh, I don't like it. Oh, it's not working. I don't like the way it smells. It's breaking me out. Wouldn't you rather know that than see it on Facebook when she's asking? This is what happened the other day. Facebook, somebody's asking for a new moisturizer, and it says, by the way, I don't want Mary Kay because it doesn't work. Oh. See, Mary Kay works. Her consultant didn't just follow up with her and she had the wrong formula. That's a follow-up thing. Find out quickly how you can make that better. 2 days, 2 weeks, 2 months. Inventory. I am not an overloader of inventory. That is not you, but you must have inventory of adequate supply for your goals. You have to deliver product on hand. You don't have to, but you have to build trust. They have to know that when somebody, like people will drive down my street as they want product. Hey, can I come and get that product? I'm like, sure, I'm not doing anything. I put it out in the box, but they know that I'm consistent upon delivery. They know that they can get their product. Integrity. You must follow through with what you say you are going to do. Do not overpromise. Social media, don't even get me started, except I just got myself started. Social media, positivity. You want to know how we're not friends? If I see the word rant in your Facebook post. Mary Kay Boss Babes don't rant. Mary Kay Boss Babes don't vent. Mary Kay Boss Babes don't do anything except spread positivity. When somebody looks at your news feed, they have two reactions. They can go, oh, like you read a post, and even if it's like, I'm so sick, everybody's sick, we all have strep, it makes me go, oh. Or an inspirational quote that makes you go, yeah. You only have two reactions. What are you putting out there? Have you ever seen me post that I was sick? No. Why would you do that? Facebook is not a diary. Facebook is not a diary. When you post something on Facebook, you reflect me. When I post something on Facebook, I reflect you. We are a family. We are in this together. Please, if you wouldn't want it on my page, don't put it on yours. Because don't you go, you meet somebody and they're like, oh, I knew Mary Kay lady. Oh, I used to have a Mary Kay lady. Oh, my neighbor's a Mary Kay lady. Like, we're all together. We are all Mary Kay ladies together. People view us as such. Please make us look good. Support of other consultants. I never want you to be complaining about another consultant. Ever. 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 Even if you agree. Like somebody says, oh, my Mary Kay lady, she didn't follow up with me and it was the wrong formula. I'm so sorry. I would be glad to take care of you. Not, oh, who is it? Oh, I know. She's not very good. She's not doing it anymore. She's doing it. No. No. Don't engage in that kind of conversation. Be glad to make it right for you. Consistently inviting your customers to enjoy new product or giving them samples. I meet so many people that are like, oh, I didn't know we had CC cream. I know some of that is your consultants doing because that you invite and they don't show up. I also know what some of our doing because we don't invite because we don't think they'll show up. Okay? I need your people they may not buy it, but they need to know what's available. They need to know that you have every single week a product opportunity for them to come try new stuff and learn new things. And I want you to customize. It's a great way to build trust. Know your product well enough to be able to mix and match. And if you don't know it right now, and that's like, I did not come into Mary Kay with any kind of beauty experience or sales experience. I was a social worker. All of this is learned. You can learn it too. If you feel shaky in like, I don't know how to customize, I only know how to sell sets, and like, I don't know what to do if they've got oily breakout skin, but they're 40 and they're sensitive, like, figure it out, okay? You've got people in your life that are super good at that. Find them, and they usually are wearing this color of a suit, okay? Do you know directors are awesome? Do you know what we do for you? I'm just saying, like, we love you, and we would love to have an extraordinary amount of conversations with you. It's not too much. It's okay. Number 2, steps of selling. Discovering. Being creative. Only 1 out of 5 salespeople were great at that. So for me, that means how creative are our hostess plans? Do you know one of my best favorite things about being a Mary Kay consultant, as a consultant business, which I am, is that I'm able to develop my own hostess program. It's not from the company that says this week or this month, the February special is gonna be this. We get to develop that ourselves. Take advantage of it. So people always ask my hostess program. For the last 14 years, this is my hostess program. And you're about to figure out how absolutely simple I am. Because in my belief system, if the day you start overcomplicating this, you're doing it wrong. I mean, it has to be so simple. So here's my hostess program. What do you want? Is that what you want? Okay, bring me 5 people. Over the age of 18 who doesn't have a Mary Kay consultant. If you're looking for a perfect hostess program, it doesn't exist. What are you excited about? What are they excited about? What do you want? I really want that microderm. I would too, that stuff's amazing. 5 people over the age of 18, no Mary Kay consultant. You wanna bring them over Thursday? It doesn't have to be a month down the road. You wanna come over Thursday? Okay. Group appointments. We do group appointments, correct? The more group appointments you have, the faster you will go in this business. The more group appointments you have, the faster you'll go in this business. Faces are fine. I love to count faces because sometimes it's required, but group appointments are where it's at. Types of classes. Get good at so I have 2 classes that I teach. Multi-masking, because that's mine, and color. That's what I do. So figure out a couple classes that you can get great at, customize them, and be creative with your people. And if you don't teach it, so somebody like, well, I want a smoky eye class. Okay, it's a color class. Whatever, I'll teach you whatever you want to know, right? You'll teach them whatever they want to know, so get confident in that. And then get creative in your time management. You guys have 400 kids, 4 jobs, and 12 husbands. You gotta have to figure it out. You're gonna have to be, and you have to fight for your Mary Kay time. Especially if the people in your life won't fight for it for you. And most of them will not. I happen to have married the greatest human being that has ever walked this planet. As you guys know, he's the most wonderful. He helps me fight for my Mary Kay time. It's because I make the mortgage payment. It's because I take him on trips around the world. I have trained him with pretties. Train your people or you fight for your Mary Kay time. It's just like anything else. Okay, number 3, steps of selling, closing the sale. 20% of salespeople did this well. That means 20% of us in this room close the sale well. Now, here's my honest, vulnerable truth. I am not a great closer. It's not I don't like asking for money. Does anybody like asking for money? No, it's weird, it's uncomfortable. So I have this thing called a creator roll-up bag sheet. I think there's one on InTouch. What I do is I offer you a really great deal. When you customize these sets, you're gonna get a travel roll-up bag for free, and probably some extra free product depending on the set. That's a closing the sale. I make it about them. What do you want? And what sets do you want for free when you have a party? Or a group selling appointment, or a multi-masking workshop, or a glamour workshop, whatever you want. So close the sale. Closing sheet is like my closing for dummies. I like a chicken way out of anything. If I can just put it in there and talk about it kinda, something that makes it easy for you to ask, a closing set will do that for you. Don't give them a lookbook. They will order a lip gloss and a mascara. Set sheet, the minimum they'll order is a set, which is about $70. That's not bad. Referrals. I am not the queen of referrals. I'm the queen of other ways to find leads. But referrals are possibly the easiest thing in the entire world. Listen to this stat. 83% of customers would be happy to provide a referral. 83% of your customers would be happy to provide a referral. 29% actually do because it's not asked. Don't you want your friends' friends? Wouldn't it be easier if I had my best customer just brought her 3 friends, because they are halfway sold right there, because she uses it, she loves it. Listen to this. 9 in 10 buying decisions are made by peer recommendations. So you actually could get way more accomplished with referrals because your people already love you and the product. How much easier that would be? Because they'll do the work for you. And boldness. You just have to ask for the sale. One of my girls is in here, I won't say her name, Amanda. She said the other day, she said, she's brand new, and she said, she was asking about the CC cream, and I didn't even say I had it in my car, I just left. Don't we do it all the time though? I find myself doing it. If I don't have a closing sheet and I'm not prepared, which is the next one, then sometimes I'm like, because I get scared. But so you just gotta be bold. The answer is always no if you do not ask. Okay, number 4, preparation. I think this one is a big one. Are you actually ready to sell? Are you ready to team build? Are you ready to transform your selling and your business? Here's how I get ready. I have all my supplies and demos all ready to go all the time. If you have not built up your demos or built up your supplies or reordered or organized or put them in a bag that's cute and manageable, I know that sounds silly, but that's the kind of stuff that trips my head up. Because in here is a very chaotic situation. Anybody? Anybody? I mean, it's like bing, bling, 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 like it's firing all the time. I mean, nothing. Like, there's nothing important that goes on in there. It's all like, I wonder if my dog is happy with the way he lives his life. This is the thing I think about. And I'm like, I wonder if the bunny really likes her 3-story condominium. Do you think she needs a friend? Somebody offered me a chinchilla. Do you think I should get a chinchilla? Like, it's constantly here. So if I don't have my selling bag ready to go, it won't happen. I'm too weird. You guys too weird too? You might not think about chinchillas. I don't want a chinchilla, by the way. Don't give me one. And that's what happens every time I teach. You're like, I got a chinchilla for you. I bought one for you. No, I don't want one. And my bunny does not need a friend. Anybody want a bunny? That's actually what I should be doing. Okay, your next one is, are you confident in your knowledge base about the product? That's a really simple fix, and this is my guess, is that 70% of you are not confident in that. Now, I bet 99% of you know, but you're not confident. You do what you gotta do to make you confident. I just came out of the womb confident. Nothing to back it up, just confident. But my husband was in a racquetball tournament when I was a brand new consultant, and I would take it was a little study guide. Yours would be to Start Something Beautiful magazine or In Touch, and he would play, and I would read my product ingredients. When's the last time you guys studied product ingredients? And shout out for the new lookbook. Like, the ingredients are right there. Girls, we don't even have to study, really. Just read it. It's like page 2. It's fantastic. Flip chart. Flip chart. Do you know the words are right there? But whatever you need to do to be confident, you've got to stand in front of your people and own it. Somebody asked me the other day, how come you're the color expert? And I said, because I said I was. I don't remember saying that, but it does sound similar to what I would say. I didn't argue with her. It does sound like something I would say. Confidence in your product and in your ingredients and what it does and how to customize. If you don't know how to customize, you have to call somebody and say, okay, you have really oily, acne-prone skin. They don't like, that's how people call me. You break out a lot, right? Yeah. So what do you do about it? Talk to some people about that. Referral sheets. Do you have the fabulous game sheets? I don't care what you use. Do you have it in front of you? Do you have copies made for everybody? Because if you don't, you probably won't ask for referrals, right? I know if I have them, I go, because people will go, well, what's this sheet? So now it's time for the referral game. I don't want to ask for that stuff, but it's there and I'm ready and I'm prepared, I will. Is your calendar set for future bookings? My calendar, like everything I do is on that calendar. Once again, I'm thinking about chinchillas, everything else needs to be on the calendar. I won't remember. So what does your calendar look like for the next 6 weeks? Do you know exactly when your Mary Kay time is available? That's a huge preparation, because this is the last thing you want to see. Well, I'll check my calendar and I'll message you back. Boom, done, out, done. It's not happening. If you lose the face-to-face, if you guys leave and the next step is establishing the next step, if you don't do that, you're over. Doesn't work. Recruiting packets and hostess packets. I've never made a hostess packet in my whole life because I said, what do you want? So you don't need a packet for that. But if you do, you better get some. Now recruiting packets, on the other hand, I'm obsessed. So when I was finishing my first $500,000, I actually didn't make it, but I was trying to finish my first $500,000, and I had, no kidding, 250 recruiting packets in the trunk of my pink Cadillac because I knew that if I talked to 250 people, I would finish $500,000. Are you that prepared? That was awesome. I didn't do it, but I was awesome. You know how good I felt when you commit to something like that? That's powerful. So, do you know how many people you need to talk to be in DIQ? And do you have that many recruiting packets? Don't ask me for what is in my recruiting packet. It doesn't matter. It's visual. Give it to them. Because people will go, well, what's this cellophane-y thing? I'm supposed to ask you if you would like to have coffee with me and talk about it after. Whatever, chicken way. Put it in front of them. Let some of that stuff do the work for you. Inventory, once again. I remember this was my first big lesson as a director because, as a director or a new consultant, you're like, oh, I don't want them to have too much inventory and I don't want them to think I want them to buy inventory because it's gonna put me on target for my car, but then I feel bad about it and they don't probably need that, blah, 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 blah. So you can hold back on the inventory. That's okay, 225 is fine. No, it's not fine at all. Because this is what I learned. I had a girl, she recruited, she took forever to recruit because she had to save the money for her starter kit and to make a decision. And a couple months went by and I'm like, girl, let's do something. What are we doing? You were so excited. And she goes, well, I haven't told anybody. Well, you do have to tell somebody. Sorry. And she said, because I know if they want something, I don't have it. Don't you kind of think the same thing? I have no light to medium CC creams right now. I really hope nobody orders a CC cream. Don't you do it? I'm like, 'cause I don't have it. I have to wait till my order comes in. Ugh. We do it all the time. Make sure you have adequate inventory. Follow-up system. You've got to call your people back. You have to have a system in place to make those phone calls. I don't love to follow up, but I do because it's in my calendar on Friday mornings, follow up from Thursday's guests. It's an alarm automatically at weekly reoccurrence. That's it, that's what I do. Make time in your schedule for your follow-up and your customer service and your booking calls. That has to be on a calendar. Chinchilla brain needs things in calendar. Do you have these pockets of time set aside? Contact lists. If you have a contact list, and I'm a paper girl, if you have a contact list of 50 people written in a spiral and you carry it around everywhere, you're going to be in the car pickup line. I hear a car pickup line's kind of crazy, right? Isn't it like you wait for a really long time and it's not fun? I bet you can make 5 phone calls. Do you guys know what a phone call is? You pick up the phone and you say, hey, and they go, hey, because nobody calls anymore and they're completely surprised that somebody called. I would like you to try this. Pick up the phone. This is my phone. Hi, this is Heather, your Mary Kay lady. How are you? You can do it. You can actually have a live conversation. It's totally awesome. Did you know your booking will increase by 5? My husband owns his own company. He's a contractor and a remodeler. And he listens to me way too much. And he was talking to one of my directors. He goes, you just need to pick up the phone. I would never text somebody about a bid or closing a sale. And I was like, yep. Why do we do it? Why do we rely on texting, booking services, Facebook messages, Facebook posts, group posts? That's not how businesses run. That is certainly not how Mary Kay Boxbay runs her business. You pick up the phone like a grown-up. Like a grown-up. Do you know, I used to be so afraid of the phone that my younger sister had to call to order pizza. My younger sister had to call to order us pizza because I did not want to get on the phone. If I can do it, you can do this. Goodie bags and samples. Do you have 15 goodie bags and samples? Don't ask me what to put in it, because guess what? It doesn't matter. I like to give things because I don't like to ask people for things except for help with shoes. That's different. I like to give things, so I get these little $10 gift cards. You can Google Mary Kay $10 gift cards or whatever, or you can print them off on your computer. I like to give people things and a sample. Makes me feel super happy. But do you have 10 to 15 in your car, in your purse, in your gym bag, in your diaper bag, wherever? Because if you're not prepared, you won't take the opportunity. You'll meet somebody, and the other day, I was at the gas station, so it happens to be a pink Cadillac, and the lady on the intercom goes, "Is that pink?" I said, my husband goes, "Yes." You don't know who you're talking to out there when you're getting gas. And I was like, okay, I gotta go give her a business card, because opportunity. I did not have one. Oh, I know. And Frank goes, "Don't you talk about that a lot?" Stop listening to me. So we were rifling through the glove compartment and the console and the gym bag. I found one in my gym bag. Guys, that was lack of preparation because there was 5 other girls in there. Opportunities abound. Did you listen to Jordan Halou, Iker, starving in an orchard thing the other day? We are literally starving in an orchard because we're like, well, I don't have anybody to call. Bull. You may not want to call them. Different. You got lots of people to call. I guarantee I've been in Mary Kay 14 years, there are people that I have not called. I don't want to call them. I really want this to work and I want to do million again, but I don't want to call them. That would be too hard. So I call Bull on the I don't have anybody to call. Don't starve in an orchard. If you really, I don't even believe it, don't tell me you have nobody to call. But hypothetically speaking, if you didn't, you could go meet 15 people on the way home today, if you're prepared. Okay, the last one is establishing the next step. Only 15% of salespeople are effective in establishing the next step. When you leave the presence of somebody, whether it's on the phone, in person, handing out a business card, whatever it is, there needs to be a next step already lined up. So that means your calendar has to be prepared. You have to know your layering sheet. Do you guys work from a layering sheet, a team building layering sheet? So a team building layering sheet is basically all the steps in the process of Mary Kay. And it's not just about team building, it's about developing great customers as well as great team members. So it's tried product, hosting a party, guest event, Pearl Girl call, watching a video, coffee with your director. All of those things are on this layering sheet. This is a great little cheat sheet for how to work through the process of Mary Kay. So if you're on the phone with her and you're doing a Pearl Girl call because you're brand new, you look at your team building sheet and go, okay, so my next thing that I'm gonna do, I think she'd be really good at being a hostess. Okay, so I'm gonna go here. And so before you get off the phone, you go, hey girl, would you like to come over and try it? So this is how I book a party. Hey girl, I say that a lot. Hey girl, do you want to come do multimasking? Because it will radically change your face and you're going to look 10 years younger when you're done. Yeah? Okay, so we schedule it. Because I know my calendar. Chinchilla brain. Calendar. And then I go, okay, so do you want 2 of those masks for free? Yeah. Okay, bring 5 people over the age of 18, no Mary Kay consultant. Okay. But you don't have that if you don't know your calendar, you're not prepared, you're not establishing the next step. If you think, well, as soon as we get off the phone, I'm going to give her a little bit of time. I'm going to give her a little bit of time, and then I'll message her about getting some people together. Done. Dunzo. To be an effective salesperson, you must establish the next step immediately. Take the opportunity. And bookings from bookings. You want to make your life super easy? Do not leave a group selling appointment without 1 or 2 bookings on your books. Don't leave. I heard a national one time say, I was trained that you get bookings from bookings. So she stood there and she said, well, my director said I couldn't leave without having somebody book. So she stood there. I'm like, That's effective. That's awesome. Guys, be too dumb to doubt. Heather Daniel Kent just said you had to get bookings for bookings. Okay, so Heather Daniel Kent told me that I had to get bookings for bookings. Would you like to do one? Okay. We're just not asking. We're indirectly talking about it, but we're not boldly saying, girl, you want to get some people together? Okay. Okay, ready to move on? I got some most effective words. Some good stuff in this one. Let's talk ineffective words. And you're just gonna go, oh, because I know we do it a lot. No. Stop that, Steve. Can I do these words real quick? They're real quick. Ineffective. When you book, assistance, social, invite, join, and confirm. Those are ineffective words. Also, show you how, discount, and competitor. I know, just slap yourself. Join, invite, so okay. Ineffective. Here's what you want to use in your booking. Demo, that's a good one. Connect, opportunity. Here are the words that inspire confidence. Certainly, definitely, absolutely. My body just changed when I said it. So those are the words that you want to use. Guys, Kansas City, I really need you to join me in developing more market share. I kind of want corporate to go, what's going on in Kansas City? Because we do have the best Mary Kay community in the world, and I'm not even kidding. I've been a lot of places. We are the best, but we are playing small. Would you agree? Are you actually talking about this product like you really truly believe about this product? Do you really truly believe it's the best thing ever? Stand up. Are you communicating with your people like it's the best thing ever? Join me in developing more market share for this company. It deserves it, Kansas City deserves it, and I love you.